Hey plant lovers, welcome back to That Garden Girl. Summer is finally here, and it's the perfect time to fill your garden, balcony, or window boxes with blooms that love the sunshine. If you're wondering what flowers can truly handle the summer heat and still look stunning, you're in for a treat. In today's video, we're talking about 20 gorgeous flowers that thrive in the summer. From vibrant colors to delightful fragrances, these blooms are guaranteed to bring your space to life. Whether you're just getting into gardening or you're a seasoned flower fan, there's something in this list for everyone. So grab your favorite iced drink, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into the best summer flowers to grow. Number 1 on our list is the iconic sunflower. Known for their brilliant yellow petals and giant cheerful faces, sunflowers are a summer garden classic. These blooms don't just add beauty, they bring a whole lot of energy to your garden space. Sunflowers are heliotropic, which means their heads actually follow the sun throughout the day. How cool is that? They love the heat and thrive in full sun, making them perfect for Indian summers. To grow sunflowers successfully, plant them in nutrient-rich, well-draining soil like sandy loam or black soil. Choose a spot where they'll get at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight every day. Sow the seeds directly into the ground, about 1.5 inches deep and 12 to 15 inches apart. Here's a quick tip. Don't overwater. Sunflowers hate soggy soil, so keep it moist but never waterlogged. And because they're heavy feeders, mix in some organic compost at planting time and add organic fertilizer during the flowering stage for best results. Whether in pots or garden beds, sunflowers are a showstopper that thrive under the summer sun. Number 2 on our list is the charming and carefree cosmos. If you're looking for a flower that's both beautiful and effortless, cosmos are a top pick. With their daisy-like blooms sitting atop long, slender stems, they sway gracefully in the summer breeze and come in a variety of vibrant colors, like pink, white, orange, and deep maroon. These heat-tolerant blooms are perfect for the Indian summer and an absolute favorite among pollinators like bees and butterflies. So if you've got a food garden, cosmos will help attract all the good guys. Cosmos are low maintenance, making them ideal for beginners or anyone who doesn't have a ton of time to spend in the garden. Just plant them in well-drained soil, even if it's not super rich. These tough flowers don't mind. They need 7 to 8 hours of full sun. And you can sow the seeds directly into the soil about 10 to 12 inches apart and 1/4 inch deep. For taller varieties, be sure to add some stakes so they don't fall over in the wind. Water them regularly until they're well established, then cut back. Cosmos don't like soggy roots. And when it comes to feeding, 1 application of organic fertilizer during the bloom period is more than enough. If you want a flower that looks like sunshine on a stick and thrives on a little neglect, cosmos are your go-to summer bloom. Number 3 on our list is the ever-glorious marigold, or as we lovingly call it, genda. These cheerful blooms are an absolute favorite in Indian homes and gardens, and it's easy to see why. With their vibrant layers of yellow, orange, red, and even 2-toned petals, marigolds instantly brighten up any space. But they're not just pretty to look at. Marigolds are tough little warriors. They thrive in hot, dry summers, making them one of the best summer flowers to grow in India. And here's a bonus, their strong scent naturally repels pests, while still attracting pollinators like bees and butterflies. So, they double up as a natural pest control and pollinator magnet. What a win! Marigolds do best in well-drained, slightly fertile soil, and they love soaking up the sun. So make sure to give them at least 7 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. To get started, simply scatter the seeds 1 to 1.5 inches deep and 12 to 18 inches apart in your garden. Keep the soil moist until the plants establish themselves, and then let the topsoil dry out between waterings. These flowers don't like soggy feet. Pro tip, mix in a little organic compost when planting or during flowering, but avoid nitrogen-heavy fertilizers. They'll give you lush leaves, but no flowers. So if you're looking for a flower that's easy to grow, pest-repelling, and full of vibrant color, marigolds are a must-have in your summer garden. Number 4 on the list is the bright and beautiful zinnia. If you're looking for a flower that grows fast and blooms even faster, Zinnias are your go-to summer stars. They bring a burst of vibrant color to your garden in no time, making them perfect for those of us who are a little impatient to see our gardens in full bloom. Zinnias come in a stunning variety of colors and petal styles, from bold singles to full fluffy doubles. And the best part? They're super beginner friendly. Whether you've been gardening for years or are just getting your hands dirty for the first time, Zinnias are a delight to grow. For the best results, plant them in well-drained soil that's rich in organic matter. They don't like wet feet. Zinnias are sun lovers, so make sure they get at least 7 to 8 hours of full sunlight every day. When sowing the seeds, space them about 6 to 8 inches apart and just 1/4 to 1/2 inch deep. Water the soil regularly, keeping it moist but never soggy, especially until the seedlings are well established. And here's a tip: around 45 to 50 days after planting, or when your zinnias start to bloom, add a bit of organic fertilizer to keep those flowers coming strong. Zinnias are not just eye-catching. They're low maintenance, fast-growing, and perfect for beating the summer heat. If you want a garden that pops with color, this flower is an absolute must. Number 5 on our summer flower list is the ever-charming balsam. You probably spotted these cheerful blooms at garden centers or nurseries. They're just that popular. Balsams, also known as rose balsam or impatiens, are loved for their bright cup-shaped flowers and their easygoing nature. They're perfect for anyone looking to add a splash of color without much fuss. These plants come in a rainbow of shades and bloom beautifully from spring through summer, thriving in India's warm and humid climate. To keep them happy, plant them in rich, well-drained soil. Muddy or soggy soil? Not their thing. Balsams love the sun, but are also cool with a bit of shade. Aim to give them about 7 to 8 hours of sunlight a day for the best blooms. When sowing seeds, plant them directly into the soil, about per lore to 1 inch deep, spaced 8 to 12 inches apart. Keep the soil consistently moist, especially while the plants are establishing. Just be careful not to overdo it. No soggy roots, please. Add organic compost when planting, and after 45 to 50 days, give them a boost with a light round of fertilizer. That's really all they ask for. So if you're looking for low-maintenance, pest-resistant flowers that bloom generously in the summer heat, balsam is your buddy. Number 6 on the list is Gaillardia, or as it's more playfully known, the blanket flower. This summer stunner belongs to the same family as sunflowers, and just like its cousins, it loves the heat and sunshine. Gaillardias get their name from the way they spread and blanket the ground with their colorful blooms. With their daisy-like shape and bold shades of red, orange, yellow, and even white, these flowers are total showstoppers in any garden. What's even better? They're low maintenance and super hardy, which makes them perfect for summer in India. When it comes to soil, they're not fussy. Just make sure it's well drained and not too clay heavy. These flowers actually do better in moderately fertile soil, so you don't need to overdo it with fertilizers. Gaillardias thrive best with 7 to 8 hours of full sunlight, and while they can handle partial shade, you won't get the same glorious bloom. To plant, sow the seeds in 1/2 to 1 inch deep, spacing them about 10 to 12 inches apart to give them room to shine. After planting, water the soil thoroughly, and once they take root, just keep it lightly moist, no overwatering here. Add some organic compost to the potting mix at the time of planting, and that's about it. These flowers are so self-sufficient that you won't even need to fertilize them during their growing season. So if you want a vibrant, heat-loving flower that covers your garden in color without asking for too much, Gaillardia is a must-try. At number 7, we have Gomphrenas, also known as globe amaranth. These adorable, globe-shaped flowers look like tiny pom-poms straight out of a fairy tale. Their blooms come in pops of purple, orange, red, and white. And what's interesting is that what we call the flowers are actually papery bracts, not petals. Whether fresh or dried, Gomphrenas makes for gorgeous bouquets, home decor, or just a cheerful splash of color in your garden. Now, if you're a fan of low-maintenance, long-lasting flowers, you're going to love these. Gomphrenas thrives in nutrient-rich, well-drained soil. Just avoid heavy clay or alkaline soils, as they don't like those conditions. These summer beauties need 7 to 8 hours of full sun to truly shine, so pick a sunny spot and they'll reward you with blooms that last all season long. To plant them, sow the seeds to 1 inch deep, spacing them 10 to 12 inches apart. The best time to sow is February to March, and then again mid-May through July. The seeds germinate in about 8 to 10 days, and you'll start seeing blooms around 45 to 50 days after planting. In the beginning, regular watering is key, especially until the seedlings are established. After that, just keep the soil evenly moist and they'll take care of the rest. A light dose of organic fertilizer once the plants hit the 45-day mark will give them an extra boost. But honestly, they don't ask for much. Gomphrenas is one of those set-it-and-forget-it flowers that keeps giving. So if you're looking for cheerful, fuss-free color in your garden this summer, Gomphrenas your go-to bloom. Next up is Portulaca, also known as moss rose or table rose. This little plant might be low to the ground, but it packs a colorful punch. Portulacas are super heat tolerant, drought resistant, and honestly, one of the most underrated summer flowers out there. With their rose-like blooms in vibrant colors and succulent-like fleshy leaves, they're an absolute visual treat. Perfect for hanging baskets, borders, or even as a sunny ground cover. Portulacas don't need much attention to look their best, just a whole lot of sun and a well-drained spot to call home. They do best in sandy, loose soil, so steer clear of heavy clay. These sun lovers crave at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight each day. Trust me, the more sun they get, the more blooms you'll see. To grow them, sow the seeds about 1/4 inch deep and 4 to 6 inches apart. You can sow them directly outdoors in March-April or from May through July. They'll germinate in around 9 to 10 days, and you can expect a full bloom show in about 60 to 70 days. When it comes to watering, less is more. These plants can handle dry spells with ease. Just keep the soil lightly moist during germination and the early growth stages. Once they're settled, they can thrive on minimal watering. For that extra flower power, mix in some organic compost when sowing the seeds, and a light feed during the blooming period will keep them going strong. If you want a vibrant, no-fuss flower that thrives in the heat and doesn't mind being ignored for a bit, Portulaca is your new garden buddy. Number 9 on our list is Verbena, the ultimate summer stunner. If you're on the hunt for a plant that blooms beautifully even in the harshest heat, Verbena is your answer. These vibrant 5-petaled flowers grow in pretty clusters on tall stems and are known to bloom non-stop through the summer, making them the ultimate summer stunner for your garden. One of the best things about verbenas is that they're not fussy at all. They don't demand rich soil. In fact, they thrive in moderately fertile to even poor soil, as long as it's well-drained and loose. Avoid heavy clay. They're not fans. To see these beauties at their best, make sure they get 8 to 9 hours of full sun daily. The hotter the sun, the happier the blooms. Plant the seeds 10 to 12 inches apart and 1 to 1/2 inches deep. Be patient. They take around 18 to 20 days to germinate and 90 to 100 days to fully mature. But once they get going, there's no stopping them. Keep the soil evenly moist during the early stages, but once they're established, ease up on watering. No soggy roots, please. Verbenas do not appreciate overwatering. Mix in a slow-release organic fertilizer at planting, and unless your plant looks like it's struggling, there's no need to feed it again. All this with very little effort, and you've got yourself a garden superstar. Number 10 on our list is Vinca, the easygoing bloom that never quits. Also known as periwinkle, Vinca is a low-maintenance, high-reward flower that adds a splash of vibrant color to any garden. Whether you've got a sun-drenched balcony or a semi-shady corner, Vincas will thrive just the same. These pretty 5-petaled flowers come in a wide range of shades, from delicate pinks and purples to striking reds, whites, and even bicolored combos. Their dark green, leathery leaves add contrast, making the blooms stand out even more. To grow Vincas at home, choose healthy, porous, and well-drained potting soil. They love 6 to 8 hours of sun a day, but will tolerate a bit of shade, just not too much, or they may hold back on blooming. When sowing seeds, space them 8 to 10 inches apart and plant them ½ inch deep. Germination takes around 15 to 20 days, and you'll see full blooms in about 50 to 60 days. Until the seedlings are well established, keep the soil consistently moist. After that, water only when the top 2-3 inches of soil feels dry. Mix in a slow-release fertilizer during planting, and for an extra bloom boost, add some organic fertilizer after 45 to 50 days. Number 11 on our list is Bougainvillea, the ultimate summer stunner. If you're looking to make a bold tropical statement, Bougainvillea is your go-to. These fast-growing vine-like shrubs can reach heights of 20 to 30 feet and explode into color mainly during the summer months. Though its actual flowers are small and white, they're surrounded by vibrant bracts, the real showstoppers. Think hot pink, magenta, red, purple, orange, light pink, white, and even apricot. Basically, a full-on summer color palette. To grow Bougainvillea successfully, use well-drained, slightly acidic soil. If your soil is too alkaline, the leaves might turn pale, so it's worth testing and adjusting. Early summer is the ideal time to plant, giving the roots time to settle in before temperatures dip. Choose a sunny spot with at least 5 to 6 hours of direct light daily for the best blooms. Be gentle while planting. Bougainvillea has delicate, fibrous roots that dislike being disturbed. Dig a wide hole so the roots can spread out easily, but avoid teasing them apart. When it comes to watering, less is more. Give it a good soak, then let the soil dry out before watering again. Too much water? Say goodbye to those gorgeous bracts. And don't forget, Bougainvillea is a heavy feeder. A regular dose of slow-release fertilizer, especially during blooming season, keeps this beauty thriving. Number 12 on our list is Dahlia, the showstopper of summer gardens. If you're dreaming of dramatic, vibrant blooms, Dahlia is the flower for you. With starburst shapes and even plate-sized blossoms in nearly every shade you can think of, Dahlias bring bold beauty to any space. And with 42 different species and cultivars, there's truly something for everyone. These exotic beauties thrive in well-drained, organically rich soil and prefer a moist, moderate climate. Make sure to plant them where they get 6 to 8 hours of full sun daily for optimal flowering. When planting, space the seeds at least a foot apart and enrich the soil with bone meal and compost. But hold off on watering right away. Wait until the sprouts emerge before giving them their first drink. Dahlias like consistent moisture, but not soggy roots. Drip irrigation works wonders by keeping the roots happy and the leaves dry. If you're hand watering, go deep once or twice a week. As for feeding, bone meal can be applied 2 to 3 times between June and October. But if your soil is already nutrient-rich, you can skip additional fertilizing. Number 13 on our list is the fragrant beauty, Plumeria champa. Known for its immensely fragrant blooms, Plumeria, also called champa, is a standout with its gorgeous flowers in colors ranging from vibrant orange to creamy white. With its distinctive sausage-shaped gray-green stems and 5-petaled blossoms, Plumeria not only enchants with its fragrance, but also with its medicinal value. These trees are often seen adorning public parks and home gardens due to their ornamental beauty. To grow Plumeria, choose well-draining, nutrient-rich soil. A mixture of sand and soil is ideal. These plants thrive in warm, humid climates, so they're perfect for the summer garden, but they don't handle the cold well. Be sure to move them indoors during the winter if temperatures drop too low. Plumerias can be grown from seeds or stem cuttings, but planting seeds is a fun way to start. Plant the seeds with the wings facing up, place them in a sunny spot, and keep the soil moist. Germination can take around 3 weeks. These beauties need regular water to stay happy. Make sure to keep the soil moist, but avoid overwatering to prevent root rot. If you're growing Plumeria in pots, be sure to fertilize every 15 days using a nitrogen-rich fertilizer or organic options like cow dung or vermicompost during the spring and summer. Number 14 on our list is the ever-charming Pansy. A favorite in many home gardens, pansies are known for their vibrant, velvety blooms and adorable face-like patterns. These compact plants, typically growing 6 to 9 inches tall, offer a burst of color and make lovely additions to beds, borders, and containers. To grow pansies successfully, choose humus-rich, moist, and well-drained soil. While they can survive in full or partial sun, they actually thrive in cooler temperatures. Though not fans of heat, they are surprisingly frost-tolerant, making them a great pick for early spring or fall sowing. Just make sure they receive at least 6 hours of sunlight daily. Start your pansy seeds indoors, as they may take 1 to 3 weeks to germinate. Transplant them into the garden once the frost has passed and the soil is ready. Pansies need consistent watering to keep the soil moist but not soggy. For feeding, go with a general-purpose fertilizer, but steer clear of nitrogen-rich ones, as they encourage leafy growth at the expense of flowers. Number 15 on our list is the heavenly scented jasmine, also known as chameli. Famous for its intoxicating fragrance and dainty white blooms, chameli is a semi-evergreen vine that graces gardens with beauty and aroma. These flowers aren't just for show. Their scent is prized in teas, soaps, candles, and lotions, making jasmine both ornamental and versatile. Chameli grows best in permeable, well-drained, and slightly rich soil. It loves tropical climates and does well in temperatures ranging from 15 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius. Planted in a sunny to partially shaded location for maximum blooming, you can grow jasmine from small nursery plants or stem cuttings. Water it once a week, increasing the frequency if the weather is particularly hot or dry. During the growing phase, feed it with a balanced liquid fertilizer or organic options like compost tea, or coffee grounds to encourage lush bloom. Number 16 on our list is the timeless beauty, rose. Synonymous with love, passion, and elegance, roses are among the most celebrated flowers around the world. Their fragrant and colorful blossoms come in shades of red, pink, white, apricot, yellow, and even blends, making them an absolute favorite for gifting and garden glam. Roses grow on woody shrubs with thorny stems, and despite their delicate appearance, they're actually tough and easy to grow. They thrive in well-drained loamy soil with a slightly acidic to neutral pH, 6.5 to 6.8. Choose a warm, humid climate and a spot that gets at least 6 hours of sunlight daily. Before planting bare root roses, soak them in water for 8 to 12 hours. Dig a generously sized hole, enrich it with organic compost, and ensure proper spacing between bushes to avoid overcrowding. Water thoroughly twice a week, but skip the late evenings to prevent moisture sitting on the leaves overnight. Feed your roses with a balanced 10 to 10-10 fertilizer once a month, starting in early spring when growth kicks off. Number 17 on our list is the sacred and serene lotus. Known as kamal in Hindi, the lotus is not just a flower, it's a symbol of purity and divinity, deeply rooted in Indian culture and spirituality. Native to South Asia and Australia, this aquatic plant is a striking addition to any water garden, with its large, round leaves and majestic blossoms that seem to float effortlessly. Lotus thrives in temperate climates and loves full sunlight, though it can tolerate a bit of shade in hotter regions. To bloom beautifully, it needs summer temperatures between 23 to 25 degrees Celsius for at least 3 months. It's best to grow lotus in pots or containers without drainage holes, placed in a water-filled space like a pond or tub. You can propagate it using seeds, tubers, or rhizomes. Since it's an aquatic plant, no extra watering is needed. The water it's growing in does the job. To nourish your lotus, use pond tabs, fertilizers made especially for aquatic plants, once every 3 to 4 weeks, stopping around mid-July. And number 18 on our list is the timeless classic, tulips. Known for their vibrant, cup-shaped blooms, tulips are a gardener's delight and a symbol of elegance. These perennial beauties from the Liliaceae family come in a dazzling array of colors: pink, red, orange, yellow, white, purple, even black and green. With their broad blue-green leaves and graceful height ranging from 9 to 24 inches, tulips add instant charm to any space. Tulips thrive in rich, well-drained soil with a neutral to slightly acidic pH. They love full sunlight, but too much heat isn't their friend. These flowers bloom best in areas with cool, moist winters and warm, dry summers. To grow tulips successfully, plant the bulbs 6 to 8 inches deep and 4 to 6 inches apart. And be sure to get them in the ground before the first frost hits. Give them a deep watering right after planting, but after that they don't require much, except during very dry spells. For nourishment, mix bone meal, compost, or granular fertilizer into the soil when planting. Then, feed them once more in spring when the new growth appears. That's all they need. Number 19, the elegant and timeless lily. Lilies are known for their fragrant, trumpet-shaped blooms and a grace that's hard to ignore. Whether in pristine white, cheerful yellow, romantic pink, or vibrant orange, lilies are symbols of purity, innocence, and renewal, which is why you'll often spot them at weddings and religious ceremonies. These blooms flourish best in temperate climates, with mild summers and cool winters. They enjoy full sun to partial shade and prefer well-drained soil to keep their roots happy. When planting lilies, make sure the soil stays evenly moist, not soggy. Depending on your local conditions, watering once or twice a week should do the trick. Feed your lilies with a balanced fertilizer in spring and early summer during their active growth. But go easy, over-fertilizing can lead to more leaves than flowers. And finally, number 20, the tropical showstopper, hibiscus. With their bold colors and dramatic trumpet-shaped blooms, hibiscus flowers are true head-turners. They bloom in stunning shades of red, pink, orange, yellow, and white, often with a striking contrast at the center. Hibiscus isn't just a flower, it's a symbol of beauty, femininity, and all things tropical. These beauties flourish in warm, tropical climates with plenty of sunlight, thriving best in temperatures between 18 to 32 degrees Celsius. Make sure to plant them in a sheltered spot to protect them from harsh winds. Hibiscus loves consistently moist soil, especially in hot, dry weather. Just be sure not to overdo it. Let the soil dry slightly between waterings. To keep those blooms coming, feed your hibiscus with a balanced, slow-release fertilizer high in potassium every 4 to 6 weeks from spring through early autumn. Ready for the closing lines of your video now? And that wraps up our list of the most stunning flowers to grow this summer. Which one's your favorite? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, share, and subscribe to That Garden Girl for more tips, tricks, and plant inspiration. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a bloom. Until